Ever since the 1992 destruction, my life has been ruined by SP&P. At the time, they remunerated me a bare minimum that didn't yield anything. In 1998, they completely bulldozed more than 157 acres of our common land. It was worse than ever before. The third demolition by the same company was in 2007 without any compensation. We've taken them to court. I am left with 5 children who are in school 6 out of 9 months. But I'm thankful for Relufa, who has been standing by us in the district court all the way to the Supreme Court, as we believed our lawyers had been bribed. But until this day, my livelihood is in jeopardy, as the same company has already caught up with me. They established their plantations even further away, up ahead where cocoa farms are, whereas I came all the way here to escape exactly that. We are counting on Relufa, because if it weren't for Relufa to be upholding our case before the international legal authorities, we will be dead. We are counting on Relufa. We are so thankful for Relufa.
Yeah, I've been here all my life. I mean, I've been fishing in these waters since I was a kid. You know, most of us have. This is our home. We've been here for generations. Lost everything. I lost 5 boats in Katrina. Some of us lost our oyster beds, and we rebuilt it. I mean, like we always do. These people are very resilient. You know, this is not the first time. It's the faith-based groups, organizations like, Presbyterian Church are the ones that's been holding these communities together. The funds that comes from the Presbyterians tends to have a direct effect into the community because of, they manage the money all the way to the people themselves. That's the important part.
Immediately after the earthquake, people started leaving Port-au-Prince because they were scared, or they didn't have homes, or they just felt like desperate. There was no food. About 800,000 people fled Port-au-Prince. And so when you had all of these people coming into the countryside, you're adding 50%, increasing the family by 4 or 5 people or more, you're talking about people who didn't have enough food for themselves to start with. The leadership of MPP, which is the farmers' movement of Papai, sat down and began thinking of strategies that they could use to help the people receiving the refugees. And then the next step was, how could they produce more food so that as the crop season began, families could begin producing the food that they would need to feed themselves and the people that had come from Port-au-Prince.
Laissez-moi se arriver, c'est ton délivrance. Laisse ça, yon m'a mis pour agir nous. Jusqu'on y a actuellement, qu'on n'y a pas Congo, ça m'a mangé là quand même. M'a mangé jusqu'on y a là. M'a planté et en même temps m'a mangé. Ouais, imagine le pas ça pour gain produit à la caille qu'on a.
The program of producing food, the program of providing seeds, is a way for Haitians to feed Haitians. As Christians, we have an incredible opportunity to learn about people, to see the kind of people that Haitians are by participating with them in their own resurrection.
On February 7th of 2008, a disgruntled citizen of our community went to a city council meeting, shot and killed a police officer on his way into the city hall. And when he got there, he shot and killed the other police officer that was in the meeting, and then proceeded to shoot and kill 3 other folks. One of those members was the husband of our director of lay ministries here. Just knocked the life out of us. And it was shortly after that that the light bulb went on inside of me, and I thought, maybe there's something I can do with all the hurt that's in my heart. I went through the application process and was invited to be a part of the national response team. The NRT is 80 or 100 volunteers. It changes over time, who go out and respond when there's invited into a disaster within the Peace USA or its jurisdiction. I've been deployed now 3 times. To go to Tucson felt empowering and terrifying all at the same time. When I got back, it was just this sort of overwhelming sense of gratitude that I could go and take a little bit of the hurt and offer a little bit of wisdom. To send in people from outside to be the presence of Christ, to offer hope in the midst of chaos, is literally the presence of God showing up. Please give generously to the One Great Hour of Sharing and make programs like this possible.
Your gift makes a big difference.